Sony recently announced a slew of games coming to the PlayStation 5. One of the most notable games is the sequel to 2018's Spider-Man Miles Morales, which is coming this holiday, seemingly at the launch of the console. While Microsoft's Xbox event is still a month away, we know the Series X will be launching with the juggernaut Halo Infinite. With new hardware and impressive launch titles on the horizon, Nintendo has two options: wait quietly for the next-gen chaos to die down, or try to combat them with something big. They might just lay low for the year. Nintendo could sprinkle out smaller releases throughout the year to keep Switch fans quenched, while cooking up some massive titles slated for 2021 and beyond. This would allow them to stay a part of the conversation, but mostly take the back seat while Xbox Series X and PlayStation 5 dominate the conversation. To add to that, this could also leave room for Nintendo's huge games-as-service titles like Super Smash Bros. Ultimate and Animal Crossing New Horizons to continue to have the spotlight with new fighters and features incoming. I'm not saying Nintendo should cower in the corner during this time, but maybe keep quiet for a while as it incubates bigger games, then bring the heat in 2021. But we all know Nintendo is unlikely to do that, which is why they just might take the headstrong approach, where Nintendo goes full force into the holiday season with everything it's got. A new mainline Zelda, Mario, or Mario Kart makes the most sense to me. The rumors for Paper Mario were real, and coming from that same source we heard Super Mario 64, Super Mario Sunshine, Super Mario Galaxy, and Super Mario 3D World were all making their way to Nintendo Switch this year. That'd be a massive Mario blowout. But is it enough to keep the focus on Nintendo? It really depends on the nature of these remakes or remasters. If Super Mario 64 received a full remake from the ground up, that'd be huge for this holiday season. But if all of these Mario titles are simply up-res to HD without any major enhancements, that's just not the same. A mainline Mario game to take on next gen this holiday would be ideal for Nintendo. But it's possibly too soon for another mainline entry. Unless, however, it's a sequel to Mario Odyssey that uses a lot of the same mechanics and assets. That leads me to the answer of how Nintendo can combat PS5 and Series X. We know the sequel to The Legend of Zelda Breath of the Wild is in development and using the same art style and possibly an altered version of Hyrule from Breath of the Wild. With that in mind, a sequel to Breath of the Wild this year doesn't seem out of the question, and I think it's quite possibly the only thing that could steal the show this holiday season. Breath of the Wild was a massive critical and financial success, many calling it the best video game of all time. A sequel to something that renowned would be huge for Nintendo and keep it part of the conversation during the next-gen explosion later this year. In short, I think if Nintendo wants to win this holiday season, they need to get that Breath of the Wild sequel out of the door. But let me know what you think down in the comments section below. How do you think Nintendo will finish off this year? There's still a lot we don't know. I'm assuming we'll get a Nintendo Direct in the coming months that will give us an idea of what Nintendo has coming this holiday. Thanks a lot for watching. Be sure to hit that thumbs up if you enjoyed this video, that thumbs down if you didn't, and I will talk to you guys later.